Hey everyone, this is Mr. Yasukawa with a quick how to use our math lessons slides. So I wanted to show what some of these tips look like. So a lot of the pages on this slide the writing's really small. So first I want to show what it looks like to zoom in to make the page bigger by using the zoom tool in your menu bar. So this is the toolbar here, and the zoom tool is the one that looks like a magnifying glass here. So if I am on one of these problems, one of these pages, this is way too small for me to read. So if I click it once, it will zoom in. If I click it twice, it'll zoom in again. And this is a little bit big for me to read. What I could do is use the scroll bar and go back and forth to help read the problem. But for me, that's kind of distracting. So I'm going to click the arrow next to zoom, and I'm going to go back to fit. I still have the magnifying glass, so I'm going to push it once, and then I can zoom in here, and if I need to go down, then I can go down this way. So that's the zoom tool, and then back to fit. All right, the next tool is, so now I know what answer I want to write. Now I need to figure out how to type it in. So it says select the box you want to type into by using the arrow tool in your toolbar. So right now I still have the magnifying glass, the zoom tool. If there is a problem that I know I'm ready to type into, then what I can do is look for one of the boxes. First I'm going to zoom because this is kind of tiny. All right, so now I want to type in here, but I'm still on the zoom tool. So now I have to click the arrow tool, and I can click here to type in there. So this arrow tool can help me select which boxes I want to type into. So that's, and these boxes, we tried to outline them so that they're a little easier to find or to type into. So you can use this arrow tool to pick any one of those. But again, I would suggest first zoom, then type. All right. So those are probably the two most important parts of filling in this. If you needed to make angles or other shapes, you can use these drawing tools. So what that means is if I wanted to make an angle, I can make a type of line. So I know angles are really like rays. So it starts in one point and then goes on forever. So I can make that angle like that. And if it said to draw an acute angle, I can do it like that. If you want to change what that looks like a little bit, when you click on the ray that you made, it'll give you some options. Watch the toolbar up here when I click on it. I get all these different options. This one is something I like to use a lot. This is the line weight. This is how thick it is. So I can change the line weight here. I did it to 4 pixels instead of 1 pixel. So I click on the ray, click it to 4. If for some reason I wanted to change what type of arrow it was, I could change what type of arrow it is. This is mostly a waste of time, but kind of does give you some options for how you can make your angles look a little bit different. If you needed to draw a shape to talk about the area, if you hover over this, you'll see shape. Shapes are here. You have all these different shapes here, rectangle, circle, and if you hover over it, it should tell you what the shapes are. Here you have like 6, 7, 8. That means this is a hexagon, etc. This one would be a dodecagon. So it can give you some of these options also. Again, only if it asked you to create something with an angle. Probably not much more that you're going to do. I do encourage you to show your work on paper to help you. These problems can get pretty complicated, so drawing it out is always really helpful. And then any of the videos that you find, I really encourage you to pause them to make sure that you're getting it, and you can always re-watch them because they're out there in the cloud, so you can watch them. If you miss something or if it feels confusing, you can pause it and re-watch it. And if you want all the latest updates, you can subscribe, but just pause and re-watch the videos. So those are some of the tricks that I suggest for filling in this assignment. If you have any questions, you can email me or have your family email me. But that's all for now. So good luck. Bye.